Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PowerShell for SQL DBA Day 1. Today we will be just having an introduction to PowerShell. What is PowerShell? Is my voice clear now? Or else it is little bit low? Now it must be fine. Hello? Yeah, good. Okay. What is a PowerShell? PowerShell is a scripting object-oriented scripting language. In short, it is just like an automation hack. The best part is why PowerShell was introduced, why PowerShell was created, is to speed up the repetitive task. Okay? Just like installing SQL Server or installing any other software, which is a repetitive task, which can be. Yes, screen sharing is in progress. How many can see the screen? Okay, it's now you'll be able to see. Okay, can you please check your internet? Okay, PowerShell is an object-oriented scripting language which is used to automate the repetitive task or the automate the daily task with the SQL Server. The best part is to it is used to automate the things. The second thing is to we can automate the things for all the servers at a time. For example, you have some SQL servers, so you have some 300 SQL servers or 500 SQL servers, and you want to create a table in a specific database. Okay, then PowerShell will be easy right to do. Okay, just it will just going to log into the server, do your task, and complete. Noise. Hello. Now also you can just let me stop it. Now, now voice is there. It is clear now. Okay, wait. Sure. Huh. Okay. As usually, PowerShell was introduced in the year of 2003 in developer summit, and it was initially called as Moran, and thereafter it was not in Microsoft tool. Thereafterwards, in the year of 2003, Microsoft has purchased it and it renamed it as PowerShell and introduced it from the Windows XP SP3. You have to manually download and do it, and then afterwards, every Microsoft operating system which was released after 2006 used to have PowerShell by default. Okay, PowerShell by default, but as per our requirement, we have to rebuild our architecture in our laptop or else in our work area. If you are using PowerShell for SQL Server, if you are using PowerShell for SharePoint, PowerShell for Amazon AWS, PowerShell for Azure, PowerShell for Siteco, PowerShell for Jira, PowerShell for service everywhere, PowerShell automation, scripts, automation, everything is available. Okay, reusable source code in PowerShell is called as command lines or modules or functions, whatever. They are reusable source code. Okay, they are just commandlets. Most of the commandlets are held at Microsoft PowerShell gallery itself. And the last class, as I said before, there are more than 2,492 unique PowerShell commandlets. There are a hell lot of in general, and more than 12 million downloads were available. What the best part of it is easy and self-explainable. Okay, when people start creating the PowerShell commandlets, they make sure that this format is simply formed. This is the format of the PowerShell commandlet command. First, it starts with a verb, thereafter it is a noun, it is a name and a string. Get, for example, verb is get, set, like this. Noun is get services, get command, get SQL test, everything. And host name or computer name, server name or instance name. And it is the host name which is supported over there. When we just go ahead and open PowerShell, always make sure you run PowerShell with run as administrator only. And if you are using your company laptops, okay, not your personal laptops, company laptops, then most of the commands will not be available over here. Why? Because you have to add or you have to allow these commandlets to be executed in your laptop from your Wintel team. Everybody's voice is clear over the okay. Check your internet settings because no other people are facing the issue. Okay, for example, let's check here. Get service. Okay, these are all the list of services available in my environment. Get word service is one. Now, apart from this, we can pass parameters to our services. Just a second. We can pass parameters to our services just like name. If you are looking for a specific service name, then you have to provide it. Now, voice is clear. Let me check it. Now, now, is it clear now? Hello. Okay, better. Then we'll stick to it perfectly. This is a command. Okay, and who created this commandlet? It is obviously Microsoft who has created the command. What does it does? It does gives the list of services running. In short, we just use services.msc command to open the list of services. Here are the list of services which are available over there, and the same services are available over here. It is just okay minus hyphen computer name, which means that you have to give the computer name of the other server on which you want to execute this command. Ramesh P. Then you want to name name where it starts with MS SQL Server. No, MS SQL Server is not installed over here. Then let us set MS. Yeah, okay. This is just a simple command, and there are many commandlets available over there. And to know the list of commandlets available in your environment, just a second. Hello. Now, is it clear? Hello? Now, hello. Okay, let's continue. There is no changes done on my computer to say that there are some issues with the mic or anything. Okay, and you want to get the list of commandlets available over there. Okay, before starting what a commandlet is and where to start, we should know a basic command about PowerShell. Okay, that is execution point. Okay, now the first command which you have to execute in your laptops everywhere to find it out is get execution point, and it is by default it is restricted. Okay, in my laptop it is unrestricted. I have changed it. How we can change? What are the type of policies available over there? Yeah. Restricted, which is by default, all sign, remove sign, unrestricted, and bypass. These undefined is not a scope generator. Okay. Now, restricted does not. What does this policy define is restricted does not load configuration files or run scripts. Restrict in you can just log into the server if hmm, you can just log into the server. In that server you can execute each and every command that it is going to execute. But when it is going to connect to the internet or to get some details or else if it want to execute a script, then it is not going to allow. As per security norms and instructions, by default, PowerShell execution policy is restricted. Okay. Second one is all sign requires that all the scripts and configuration files to be signed by a trusted publisher, including scripts to write a local company. What this all sign defines is if you want to execute a command or a script over the server, first it is going to collect the sign in details or no sign in details, go over there, match it, verify it, then it is good. Remote sign where you can define your trusted servers and trusted services and then just move ahead. By default, by default, when you are learner or else when you're using PowerShell in your environment, which is a domain environment, which all the servers are in the same domain, then you can go ahead with the unrestricted or bypass. Unrestricted is ready to load everything and run, execute this each and every script, which is unrestricted. Bypass is just block, no warnings, so no prompts, just go execute. Okay, how do we find or define an execution policy? Just we have to execute a command, get execution policy. It is the first command. If you are using your company laptops or anything and you are not an admin over it, then your policy execution policy needs to be changed for sure. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Now also facing the noise. I have replaced the mic. How many are facing noise issue? Just use chat to communicate with me so that I can replace or do anything. Anyone? Not clear. But this is all about now. Now also. Hello. Hello. Now you are facing heavy noise, or it is okay. But most of the voice. Okay, I will just review my recording today. Heavy noise, right? Let me fix it. Now, low noise, right? Low noise. Okay. How many seat is better? Okay, anyway, okay. Anyway, I will be replacing with a new mic today evening. That's it. Okay. We'll fix it today, sir. Okay. Okay. Now we just want to. We'll just roll back the instruction. Okay. The first command to start our session is to check the execution policy and make sure that it is unrestricted so that you can execute any other command over it. If you are using this PowerShell command for your domain directory, then you can use it. Domain in your inside your domain server, then you can use get execution policy. And many of the companies just what they have is they just host these servers or else they just use a VPN connectivity to connect to these servers. They just use VPN connectivity to connect to the production servers and from there. In that situations you can't connect PowerShell from your local server to your production environment as you are using. Okay, Ravi has mentioned we should always change from restricted to unrestricted policy. It is it is not always by default as we want to have some secure policies. They set it as unrestricted, and we are just enabling to is restricted, and we are just enabling to unrestricted. If you are using PowerShell in a domain environment. In your domain environment, you can use unrestricted. In your domain environment, you can use remote signed in. That is fine. As all the servers we belong to the same domain directly, and each and every server is trusted, right? Well, that's why they are in the same domain. Then you can use unrestricted over there or remote signed in. Okay. Now, okay. How can we just real time intelligence is right? And I don't say that in real time it will be unrestricted. But because in real time it depends upon your company's security policy, which I can't do. Okay, mostly 90% of servers where domain servers are used, when all the servers are in the same domain, then they are going to use unrestricted. to set the policy, then you can use. You can just use set execution policy. Once we are done, once we are done, and we just start with our simple command like services get type of service going to give the list of services and is better to start with BMA example. Very big points. Hello?
Now it must be gone. Yes? Okay, thank God. Okay. Now I have two VMwares, two nodes, two computers over here, and they're not in domain. They're not in domain. I will just show you here. They're in work group. No computer name is node 1. Same here. Node 2, and it is also a work group. Okay. And both of them, ping works between both of them. Ping, just let us check host name. It is node 1. Ping node 1. Yes, ping is working. Connectivity is there. And now we will open PowerShell. Okay. And here, most of them, most of most most of the people very easily get confused over here. Is that PS version table? Here you can see what is the PS version over here. It is 5.1 version. PowerShell version is 5.1, right? Very good. Okay. In the past years from 2006 to 2018, there are 5 versions of PowerShell available over there in the market. PowerShell 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and current running version is 5.0. And in the next 2 months, we are going to get PowerShell 6.0. Initially, when PowerShell started, there are lot many changes in programming language. There are lot maybe yes, as usually we'll be having some depreciated features or new features available over there. For example, math function, for example, date functionality have been changed from PowerShell version 1.0 to till now. But you have a program, you have a PowerShell script which works very well, which is working in PowerShell 3.0 very well. Okay, and it is not working in 5.0. No worries, you can just open the PowerShell version as per your requirement in the latest version of it. Okay, now I use Windows Server 2012 in my environment, and it has got all the 5 versions of PowerShell installed over there. I will just show you PowerShell version 2. Let's type What is the version of PowerShell available over here? PS version, it is 2.0. It means that if you have a PowerShell script which is working well and good in PowerShell version 2.0, then you can execute or you can open your PowerShell environment with the same version available over there. Or else, if you have PowerShell version which is working fine in 32-bit computers, then no worries, we just have PowerShell for Windows in 32-bit version also. Everything is flexible and possible. Even you can switch between the versions also. Now you can see what's the difference between these two. Here PowerShell version is 5.1 and here PowerShell version is 2.0. Major differences. You can work over it. You can open PowerShell 32-bit, you can version PowerShell of any versions in the latest. So version 1 will, no, it is not going to overwrite with any other. Okay, it has got, and when coming to the modules, when you have to install your modules and start using, you have to load them by using import module name before executing those commands. What exactly happens is, I will just, when you install any modules, what happens is Windows system 32 here you can see modules, right? Here, what are the modules you have downloaded? All those folders will be available over here. Okay, you can see SQL Server over here. Reason is that it get installed when you install SQL. When you install SQL Server in your environment by default. Okay, when you download and install any server modules over there, then it is going to create a mod folder, and these are all the scripts for that PowerShell. Okay, by the end of the class, by the end of this course, you will be able to create a module, host it over there, or host it in a specific profile and start using over it. Okay, let's come back to class. We till now what we have done is okay, and one more important thing, when you are using PowerShell for testing environment, or you just want to test your script on multiple computers where security is not a concern. I repeat, security is not a concern, which means that all the servers are connected over there in the LAN, but they are not facing the internet world. They are not connected to the internet world. And there are some security settings which will allow just open group policy and there go to computer configurations, which is the first option, and there afterwards go to administrative templates, and there goes to Windows component. In that Windows component, go to Windows RM, WinRM, and here we will be having client and service. Windows remote management, as we are going to use communicate between two servers. And here just go to trusted host, click on edit, and here give you the other server's host name. Okay, as it is node 1, I will be just going and writing out here node 2, and I just gave star so that it can access, it can allow connections and communications from all the servers. Second option, enable this, allow unencrypted traffic. Once done, I will be easily communicating between those two servers in my environment. This has to be done if you are not concerned about the security and you are much concerned about the performance. Okay, and I don't say that this improves the performance. The time taken to execute a commandlet is same, but traveling time, we are just decreasing the traveling time. We are just decreasing the communicating time. Okay, now just what we will do is we just start with our simple command. We just open all of this. Okay, now we just come to other than that. Okay, now get command. It is just going to give the list of commandlets, alias, functions, modules, everything available over there. In short, dir command in your command prompt. The only difference between this command prompt and PowerShell is open to the world. It can automate everything, and in your command prompt, it has got its own limitations. Okay, it can't automate all the other things. It can't communicate with the other servers. It can't communicate for any other in any other ways or modules. Okay, these are all the list of commandlets or commands available over there. Here you can see, you can differentiate them by commandlets in the left side. Can you see here commandlets? These are the commandlets and these are the service providers who have created the commandlets. Here you can see these are related with failover clusters, these some are related with PowerShell code, some are related with the SQL PS, some are related with SQL Server. You can see here there are two options available over there. One is test SQL Server database replicate state, which is a SQL Server, and second one is the same commandlet, but the service provider name is SQL Server. Previous one it is SQL PS. In short, both are same. SQL PS or SQL Server, both are same. Older version is SQL PS and newer version is SQL Server. Okay, we will just go ahead. Okay, and one more thing, when you are into an environment and you just want to update your framework, you just want to update your PowerShell. Okay, I mean to say you are working on Windows Server 2008 server and you want the latest version of PowerShell to be installed in your computer. Okay, Windows Server 2008 has got PowerShell 3.0 and now you want to use PowerShell 5.0 so that you can import new commandlets and modules which will make your life very easy. And for that, we just a simple thing, just go and update your framework and you will be getting PowerShell by default. By default. Or else install module SQL Server command. that is going to download the available PowerShell modules, and thereafterwards update module will update you. Okay, keep the modules aside. We will just start with the basic commands. This is a basic command which is going to be the list of commands, and I just want to apply a filter over there with name as SQL everything. Yes, please, how to download the module using PowerShell and yes, okay, we'll just get into it, but we'll just complete the basic command, and then afterwards we'll. Here you can see these are the list of modules where you have got um, you have got SQL as its module, SQL PS or SQL Logic or everything. Here you can see you have to differentiate. These are an applications which are not related to us in the world of PowerShell. In the world of PowerShell, even I know SQL monitor is used to monitor, SQL logship is used to configure logship, SQL diag is used to do diagnostic, SQL CMD, and everything. But these are not related with SQL PowerShell command lines. They are not command. They are applications which can be which can be used, and only command lines are reusable source codes available over here. Okay. Now, now what I want to do is I just want to connect to the other server over there. Okay, I just want to connect to what is its host name, node one, right? What I will do is from this node one computer, I will just go ahead and connect to the other computer over remote new remote PowerShell tab. Give the computer name, it is node 2, and the username, password. Let me connect it with node 2 and try. Night itself. Okay. Yes, it is. Now you can see host name, it is node 2, but actually we are in node 2. Here this tab works and gives the list of computer names, computer services, and we can do we can execute every command on this on node 2, and here we can just control the all the other commands in node 1. This is one way of communicating. Just type node 1 and node 2 and go ahead over there using this command. Okay. Other than that, what we can do is let me look at D drive. Okay, very simple. I'm just using an invoke command followed with a computer name and path name. In this path, it has got a PowerShell script which it has to be executed. And let's go to the PowerShell day1, and SC1 is the script. And what is there in the script? SC1 get service is the command. Okay, it is just going to connect node 1 computer. It is just going to connect node 1 computers, and here it is going to give you the list of services which are available. And please do remember, now it did not ask for credentials. Just I will just give node 2 here and execute. You just can you see node 1 over here? And if I execute it, it is now going to come execute the command on node 2 computer and view. Okay, is it clear? The only reason is that I have just made unsecured level changes to make this script execute in this administrative tools. Go to Windows components, and there afterwards go to Windows RM, Windows Remote Management, WinRM, and there afterwards in client trusted host, I made everyone star allow encrypted and trusted hosts. Okay, again now we'll just fix this by evening. Now it must be clear. Okay, good. Okay. Mm, okay. Let's come back to our PowerShell environment. And in this environment, as I said before, what we are going to do is we are just going to automate the things. Okay. And now get service is the command. And if you want to execute it in a in other environment by passing the username and password, here you can see Brave Tiger is my password and administrator my is my username. And from what is it? It is node 2, and I am just going to connect to node 1 invoke command, computer name is node 1, and here for credentials I am just passing the credentials with the administrator as a username and password as a secure password string, and I am just going to execute a get execution policy over there, just running it. And this time it is a very secure way, why? Because you can see the answer, it is unrestricted for node 1. And here if you see what exactly happening is, here we have implemented security. We are just passing the username and password, and no need to worry that I am sending my password over the internet. You're not sending the password over the internet. It is not going to be a plain text which it passes from one server to the other server. It is going to be a secure text convert to a secure string, and that secure string is going to be passed to the node 1 computer, and then afterwards it is going to submit username as administrator and password as this Brave Tiger. Okay, and this is an initial state, and when we get into approximately a 4 or 5 days on the date, and we will be using multiple computers with multiple username and password, and will be connecting and doing the task. Okay, what is script block? It is just a command. It is just a command. In this invoke command, what I have done is I just gave file path, right? I will just copy it. Instead of passing the file name, instead of passing the command, What we here what I have done is I just gave get execution policy. It is going to connect to the computer, give the pass the credentials and execute this command over there. And you don't want to pass an command, you just want to give a script file over there. Even this also works. Hmm. This is the local file path. Okay, cool. This is how we are going to use it in our. Okay, now we will just okay, here you can see this is what we are just going to do it as an development environment, you at your testing environment. When we go into the production environment, we must make sure that try catch is available over there. It has to test the connections and do the task and everything like this. For that, we are going to use this script command over here. Okay, you just store the script, and whatever whenever or whatever script you execute, you try to build the script in between this try and catch environment. Okay, this avoids exceptions, this avoids errors, and make your code run faster and easier. Same command, but as per production standards, as per human standards. I mean to say, I don't test any environment standards or learning standards. Any command, you can use it over here. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are just going to install 7-zip in this server appwiz.cpl. 7-zip is a freeware zipping tool. We just uninstall it. Done. And here you can see in this script, it is just going to create a folder called as e installer. Here in E drive, it is going to create a folder called as installer. First, it is going to create a folder, and there afterwards, it is going to download the MSI file from the internet. To execute this script, you must have internet. From the internet, it is going to download the script, invoke a web request, and execute the script over there. And it is just going to wait for 35 seconds to make sure that installation is done perfectly from this part. Once installation is done, it is going to remove the files. RM means remove force E drive installer with 7. I'm just going to execute it. Installer file created, download in progress. Once download is done, msi.exe and /q is quiet installation, silent installation. Once it is done, installation is done, and it just take 35 seconds to install. And once this installation is done, it is going to, if it is going to remove this file. Let's wait for 35 seconds. Installation is done and file is removed. Let's go and check our KNS. And here you can see 1st February 2018 is its installation date. Okay, and the immediate question, how this will be available, useful for in my SQL DBA environment. Mostly installation is done by SQL DBA, right? Okay, For previously, what you have to do is you have to download it. You have to just open the browser, download it, or copy the MSA files and their approach manually, double click it, install it, and do it everything. Here, just execute this script. It is going to download, install it for you, and do it everything. Okay, and it is not 7-zip is an example. We can even install MSBA. We can install SQL Server also. Once we are done into it, we are just going to implement one by one over there. Okay. Okay, the main use of it is we have just killed up the repetitive task, execute this command, or keep all these commands in a single file and execute that file, and all the installations will be done as per your requirement. Isn't it easy? Any doubts? Any doubts, everyone? Anyone? Okay, just as okay. Just a second. Okay, you will be receiving link for doubt clarification links after this upload, and the doubt clarification link will never change. Please retain it, and to remember in simple, it is key is my mobile number. Okay. Okay, Ravi has a question. We wanted to know how to write the script from scratch. Since you are no, it is just an installation file, right? Okay, you will be taught how to write down the file. Okay, to start at a point, I have just given this a script, but actually we have got condition statements and everything over here, and will be taught on day 3. Okay. Okay, that's all for today's class. Meet you. Yes, someone has a question. And press Windows level. Oh, yes. Okay. I have a plan to start. I have a contents to complete. Okay, and I will be doing it. Okay, don't ask me for a basic level commands, Windows level commands. It is for SQL DBAs, right? Then we just mostly concentrate on how to make SQL DBAs life easier. Basic is common. Okay, basic is common, but Windows level commands, Active Directory level commands, that does not make sense over here. But as a SQL DBA, by the end of this course, you will be confident enough. to how to handle this PowerShell environment in a production environment. Okay, that's all for today's class. Meet you in the evening at 10 p.m. IST.